Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, Let's Paint TV here on a Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day, MLK Day. All right, just gonna mess around with this painting just a little bit. All right, glad to see you. What's going on? First time chat. We're on Twitch and YouTube. Good to see you. Good to see you. Sounds great. Thank you. Hello, Capo. Hello, James. Hello, son of culinary. Are you a chef? Chef Boyardee. All right. So this is the plan tonight. The plan tonight is I'm going to break out my acrylics. Though this afternoon I was actually working on some oils, and but now I'm going to go back to the acrylics. It's fascinating to switch back and forth, and really there's really no difference if you think about it. It's just getting comfortable with your situation. Okay, so going to rework this just a tad bit, but hopefully not too much, and then maybe we'll play some music. And probably should do both at the same time, but we're not. Okay, let's break out our paints here. Boy, I got a lot of. Okay, let's bring these over here. These acrylics. I think really the only drawback with doing working with different mediums is just getting your paints, opening the jars and getting the various brushes ready for your. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. It's no big deal. We'll figure this out. It's just a matter of time. Time is of the essence. Pity Smile. Swap from YouTube here. It's faster, says Pity Smile. All right. We're a little faster over on Twitch. If you want to follow me on Twitch, my moniker is at Let's Paint TV. At Let's Paint TV. Also, we are also there on YouTube at Let's Paint TV. We're also on Instagram at Let's Paint TV. We are also at wherever at Let's Paint TV. All right. But at the moment, we are simulcasting here on Twitch and YouTube Live. Okay, so I'm just going to open up some more paint. Oh, you know what? This one has never been opened, so I'm not going to continue to. We'll just probably put this away. Put that away because there's no point using it. Okay, let's open up a blue. Okay. Oh, this might be the red that. What doesn't matter. Just open up some jars and let's mess around with some paint here. You were starting a nap? Oh, well, sorry about that. Okay, this is the red that I had going. All right. Now you can see I'm kind of basically using the paint just from the jars. I'm not mixing it on a. I like it that way. I really do. Okay, so this is some texture paste that I'm going to try using maybe. Oh, the coarse lava. This is kind of fun. I don't know what to do with this, but I got some of this lava stuff. It's really thick. It's really crazy. Kind of stinks, but it's okay. All right, let's see. I think I got enough things opened, and maybe I'll open up another jar or two. All right, let's kind of give it a shot here with the paint. maybe make some highlights or some kind of fine tuning that might be what we're looking for here. Let's see here. Just gonna jump in here and just kind of screw this up here or not. Just kind of reinforcing certain things here. I probably don't want that, but it's all right. Oh, look at that! I'm just gonna go crazy on the. This is getting thick. I'm not sure I like it, but I'm doing it. I like parts of it though. I do like parts of it. So that's kind of neat. Let me get a little orange going here. Lava soap, says Chizard. No, it's not lava soap. It's actually a product that I'm getting out of Nova Color, and it's called Coarse Lava Gel. All effort is worth doing. You say that all the time. Do I say that? I didn't even know I said that, but I will concur that if I hadn't said it, I said something similar in the sense of just keep pushing forward with whatever you're trying to do, even though maybe you don't know what you're doing, because we're all. I mean, it's possible to not know what you're doing, and yet, what are you going to do? Just watch TV all day and not move, not do anything? No, go forward and make a move. Make a move. So we're going to make a move here. I'm going to put a little bit of this orange on the yellow that I got here. Because I think it's more. The cheese is has more of an orangey feel. So we'll do that. Again, not worrying too much about this is sort of an experiment in a weird way, which is fun. It's kind of fun to experiment, but we're at the same time we're trying to make some kind of, we're trying to get a masterpiece going on here. We want a masterpiece. Shoot. Let's get a masterpiece. Okay, so let's get some stuff up there. We'll work a highlight on this bottom we'll do a highlight from the right to the left. So we'll put the light on the right side. All right. So I have some previous lava already on this painting, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing. I kind of like it, but then again, there are some issues. Okay, those are some sesame seeds. Whoa, what's going on here? I see something over here on Twitch. Evo Cap wanted to offer promotion. Oh, all right. Okay, no, I don't think so. All right, Sidetrack. What's going on, Sidetrack? Good to see you guys. A lot of activity on a Monday. And we are happy to have you guys here. Working on these are acrylic paints. And I have mentioned how I kind of like working with them, and yet I don't like them at the same time. Or I still miss the oil, basically. But it there are. Oh, let's open up another can here. Oh, I got some black going on. Pity Smile says oils have such great texture. They do. And I think that's what the part that I don't like about, that I miss with the oils. But let's get this thing over here. I'm starting to learn something with the acrylic. So there are some advantages with the acrylic, but it is a fascinating thing. And I've said this a million times, and I'll say it again. What I like about the acrylic is that you can paint right on top of your paint. Because it dries and then it doesn't get muddy. Within, literally, it will get muddy if you keep working on it, as we are doing right now. It will get muddy, but in the course of a painting session. This is like a painting session. We're kind of having a painting session. Is that from a volcano? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what it's called. I mean, what's in it? It's clear paste with pumice. So it's basically pumice, whatever that is. Guess that's volcano. It's basically kind of like a sandy effect. It's almost like I put sand in my paint, which is kind of neat. It's kind of neat to do, but I don't know if that's, the result is also questionable, because you're like, well, why did you do that? What's the point of doing that? And I'm not really sure. I know. I don't know if I know the answer to. I can't answer you that question. But that's all right. It's all right to not know, as we mentioned before. It's all right to not know. Anyway, I'm just kind of having some fun. We're just having some fun. We're just painting. What I'm trying to point out is that if you can paint and let the process of the painting be a form of well, I'm trying to say a term where, what's the term? I'm getting a little confused here. But it's okay. This is a double patty hamburger. What is it? What I'm trying to say? I know I'm trying to say something here. Well, let's just move on. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's get some cheese. Get some cheese going on here. I think I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to say is the idea. Oh, let's see if I can get that. Maybe I can put some thickener on that. Let's see. Okay, we're trying to juggle a million things. Where's my palette knife? Oh, there it is. Oh, let's clean it. It's got oil paint on it. I'm trying to advocate the idea about painting being about what is that word? It's a word. It's a term. Okay, so I'm getting kind of thick here now. I'm kind of using the palette knife. And so I used some of that pumice. See, I got this line that really bothers me, so that's why I'm going to get thick. I'm going to get thick there, and I think we can overtake the situation. I feel like I had that word. It was just like at the top of my thought process, and then I just blanked. another. I'll get to it here. Okay, so this is supposed to be some lettuce. I'm trying to point out that painting can be uh, something that you can enjoy doing if you just enjoy the process of the painting, and so you kind of let things develop, uh, and then you have more discovery, and you don't get so frustrated, if possible. Though that's always problematic, being frustrated. Oh, I got some of this gel medium I can probably start using in there. We'll use some of this gel medium. It's a little too much. So we'll just too yellowy, that lettuce. Let's give it some green there. There's sort of an autopilot almost when it comes to painting. It can be the case, and I would agree to that idea that it is like a it can't you can get into autopilot, which is a good place to be, I think. Maybe it doesn't resolve anything other than just having fun painting, and maybe, but maybe that's all we need to do. It's never ending, what could or cannot be done, or how you go about it. How you go about it is never ending. One potentially could be doing one or the other, multiple possibilities. Okay, so we're just kind of giving it a darker thing here on the left. The left is going to be dark, and this is a double patty. I think we're kind of getting that effect. Now that's supposed to be a tomato, okay, and that's supposed to be ketchup. All right. Let's go ahead and McDonald's or Wendy's? That's a good question. I'm leaving that sort of up in the air. I'm not really letting it be known if it's one or the other. You're right. It could be a Wendy's, and that your clue would be the French fry box, which could be a Wendy's box, and it also obviously could be McDonald's. I think more people would probably see it as a McDonald's box, but then again, maybe not. So we're just going to try to make this side darker on the Coke, and I'm just kind of using some of this various glaze stuff, trying to go dark maybe. All right, I don't know if that's going to work or not. That's going to dry, hopefully a little darker. Make that side dark too. Okay, so then we'll soften up that other side here. Let's blend that in just a tad bit here. Blend that in just a tad bit. Supposedly that's more of a see-through kind of thing, so let's see if that's the case. Patty. Oh, okay. Let's clean the brush here. Autopilot, says Sidetrack. Yes. You're teaching yourself watercolor painting, and I get a little frustrated sometimes. Yeah, think exactly. Autopilot is really, I don't know if it was exactly what the term that I was looking for, but it really kind of, I feel is appropriate to what I'm trying to talk about. And that is that uh, look for that when you're painting, the idea of kind of being an autopilot. So you're just pushing the paint, and you're making some moves, you're making some decisions. And that's exciting. That's exciting because, boy, there's so many things you could do otherwise, or, there's so many choices. You have so many choices when it comes to painting, and you can get a little overwhelmed. I do. We all do, I think. Maybe not everybody, but most people do. And so, if you just kind of go back to the idea that you're in autopilot, it's just an option. It's an option. It also could probably maybe throw you off, and you're not gonna like the results. I think it's just a matter. It's an option, and because it's an option, it will lead to some form of result. Maybe it's not a result you want, though. That's definitely a possibility. But what can you do? And then you realize you don't like it, so then move on, do something different. Do a different move. Try it a different way. But this is definitely an option. Also, being an autopilot, it helps with the experimenting. We're experimenting, and so we're you're figuring stuff out by just kind of going for it and pushing the paint here and there. Okay, these are some of these little doodads. I could maybe go darker. Let's see here. Let's go a little darker on that. Maybe that's too dark. That's all right. Let's go darker on this. That's all right. Maybe that's not enough. Maybe whatever. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Yeah, just, you don't like something, just kind of go back and maybe try to fix it. Or sometimes that might be good. The fact that you don't like it. Sometimes that's a good thing to happen. The fact that you don't like it. Okay, let's see here. Try to get this. Maybe somehow pop this one out. Oh. Maybe that might be better. Get some actual light. So we're just kind of learning, maybe we're discovering. And so we're in discovery mode, I guess. And actually, maybe you want to be in discovery mode all the time when it comes to painting. You might very well want to, because really the idea of being an autopilot, which I thought maybe would be somehow fit what I was saying. I think it's more of the other. More about discovery. When you're in discovery mode, Want to make some moves, and if you're making moves, then you're making moves, and that's good. That's good. You're making the moves. We're making some moves. Let the paint fly. Let the paint fly. Okay, let's get. That could be. That's supposed to be a tomato. I don't know. It's not the best. Let's see if we can get it to look more like a tomato. That's ketchup. Let's get some ketchup there. I'm basically going about this acrylic painting as if I was using oil paint in a weird way. And I think that's just sort of would be the case no matter, basically, well, your mannerism, your approach to doing things is going to have more sway than the medium itself. You're gonna make some moves because of who you are and what you have been doing. The way you push the paint is going to be uniquely yours. It's just a different medium, which is just the way it is. You can't escape who you are, even though it's a different medium that we're using. But what I do like about the acrylic, and I've said this a million times, and I'm discovering this now as much as anything, is that it really stays clear, clean, the colors. You don't get too muddy. It doesn't get as muddy as the oil seems to become. And that's because the oil it needs to dry big time before you can actually go over it the way you can with the acrylic. So. Not sure I like that, but whatever. Maybe I like that better. Discovery. This is like a test. But what I would say is that really painting should always be a test. Painting and creativity should always be a test. It should not be definite. It should not always be. Let's just say. Oh. All right. Don't know if I like the. I probably should put some more lettuce over in this section here. Bring back some serious lettuce. Okay, that's better. I like that. It's all right. What you need to do is put a piece of mayo there on this side. That's what you can do. Mayo there. Okay. This is going to be right there. Could be too much. Too much of a good thing. Let's see here. Let me soften this up here. You know, I was watching Bob Ross the other day, and he was working on it. It was an acrylic painting. So, how there you go. I always thought he was just Mr. Oil Painting. He actually does some acrylics also. I'm going to give this a glaze. So we're going to keep most of the blue here, but we're just going to maybe somehow tie it all in. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. Probably not, but whatever. We'll just do it. Okay, it's doing something different, but that's all right. It's all right. It's doing something different. We'll figure it out. Maybe. We'll make it work. So I think I'm just gonna resolve this a little bit, and then maybe let it dry and see what the hell happened, because it will change from what I've noticed messing around with this stuff. So let's see what it does. So I might put some more blue there. Oh, I need some of this bright blue. Okay, let's get some bright blue. Now see, I'm running the risk of getting dirty. I'm getting a little dirty here, but that's okay. Just be careful, I guess, not to get too dirty. Let's put some fresh blue here. I like that blue. It's like this. It's a fluorescent blue. It's a wonderful color. Okay, I'll just kind of put a little bit here and there and see if it does any good. Again, I'm kind of running the risk of making this muddy, and but I feel like I want to do it, so I'm doing it. We can just paint over it. Whatever didn't work, we'll paint over it after it dries. this is not what I want. Is that what I want? No, let's get the pink. Though I could use that. I'm gonna go for the pink. Ah. Ah. So bright. And so what I like about the acrylics is that colors stay so bright. They can. Doesn't mean that they are here, or I'm getting them to be bright, but I do like them for the brightness. There is a brightness there. It's pretty interesting. Don't really care for the shitty brush. Big brush. Let's get a big brush going here. Yeah. That should help. Big brush. Big brush. Let's get a big brush going on here. If it's possible, it might help. Get that big brush going. Advice for beginning painters? No. Well, just get excited. You got to get excited. Whatever you're doing, if it's painting, you got to be excited and just keep making the paintings and get excited. And because frustration is going to be there, most likely, but you can grow with the excitement. And discover new things. So I'm discovering right now. See, I'm discovering this, as I'm working on this paint, I'm like going, man, this is kind of interesting. I didn't know. Oh, shit, I don't like really. No, I don't like what I just did. But see, we're just kind of discovering, and so enjoy the discovery. Uh, but don't be afraid of screwing up and make a bunch of stuff. Just keep doing it. That's all you really can do is just keep going. It can't all be great, but and so sure you can't it can't all be good, or not everything you do is going to be so great, but by doing it a whole bunch of times it does get a little better. um, so just keep that in mind, that you're not going to have it always working for you, and it doesn't always look good, and you got to do you got to do a lot of trial and error, and you got to be willing to accept that, basically, before you start to figure out what you're trying to, what is successful for you, um, what you're happy with doing. So there's a certain amount there's a good amount of trial and error. There should be. And by the way, if you have it all figured out, and this applies to pretty much everything in life, but particularly in creativity land, if you have it all figured out, you can get bored with what you're trying to do. You run the risk of getting bored. Um, you get bored no matter what, also, but I've seen people who are very talented give up because they're bored. They're bored because they know how to, they do everything, and they can do whatever they want. And so I see certain. Okay, I guess I'm not going to get to playing some music. That was just too much. That was too. I got involved in this painting, and it feels like it could be done, but we'll see how it dries. See how I feel about it. I need some. This is my jar of white, which is really not much of a jar of white. I got a little white on there. That's about all the white I got. I'll make use of it. Kind of my mayonnaise deal, I guess. Kind of mayonnaise-y. Okay, I guess that's going to be it. Phew. I think that's going to be it. Kind of weird how that came about. I kind of like it, but I'm not sure about the foreground. I might rework it. I kind of like what happened here with the bringing about the burger, which I've been happiest with. Frankly, the burger has been the most. From day one, the burger has always been. I guess I have that in my mind, how to paint a burger, you know. Okay, we'll call it a day on this, and we'll see how it dries, because I put a good amount of liquid on this, and then I used the various I used the lava thing, the lava gel, coarse lava gel, along with some texture paste. I didn't use hardly any of the. I have some gloss medium. I kind of got tired of using that, but I did have it open. I don't know. In the end, did I really use much of it? Probably not. But we'll see how it dries. We'll see how this dries, and maybe I will want to mess with it again tomorrow. I don't know. It's kind of a sculptural, kind of a weird with the pasty stuff that I'm using. It kind of you kind of get a develop a sculptural thing going on here. Anyway, you want to make sure, the thing with the acrylic is you want to make sure you close them all the way as tight as possible. Otherwise, they will dry on you. But they hold out for a long time. I open these up and I have them open for an hour or two at a time. And I still close them back up. And they hold up pretty good. I have some yellow ochre that's an old one of yellow ochre that's probably had, it's kind of dying on me basically, but I don't know where that is. Where is it? I thought I had it here. Is that what this is? Yeah, this is the yellow ochre, this one. I'll show you that one. It doesn't have the same amount of freshness, bounce that the new paints that I got, and that's because it's been sitting around for a while, and I've been opening it and closing it. Okay, so this is the last one. Let me close that up, and I'll just show you you like the texture, says Pity. Okay, so here is, now you can't see very well. Ooh, do I have a little flashlight? No. I mean, I do, but I don't have it with me. Okay. Well, you can kind of see it's kind of old. You can feel like it's old and stuff. And it's kind of had its day, but it's still working. There's some still yellow ochre there, so I'm going to keep using it. All right. Yeah, we'll let this dry and see how we feel about it. Maybe I mess with it a little more. It's entirely possible. All right, well, this is Mr. Let's Paint. Thanks again for hanging out. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for buying my paintings. Thanks for being an artist or being creative. And we'll see you tomorrow We'll give it another shot tomorrow. Um, and I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow, but I'll hopefully be doing something. So most likely we'll see you again. Most likely I will see you tomorrow. How about that? All right. Good to see you, everybody there on Twitch and on YouTube together. Thank you very much. Night night. Bye bye.